Alright, what's going on? I'm Michael Lee. Of course, y'all know me. What's going on? What's good? And we're gonna be doing some cooking today. More specifically, some fried rice. Fried rice. Fried rice in the bite. Fried rice. Fried rice. Alright, cool. Um, let's start, shall we? Cool. Let's see. I got some rice, some yellow and brown rice mix, and we're gonna kind of cook up, see what we got. All right, cool. I'm gonna start off by doing the prep for a few minutes. Let's see. I got some spam, and this is leftover spam from the other day. I made spam sandwich. Had some spam for breakfast. All right, I cut a piece of spam. Now my general rule, because that's just how I do it, one piece of spam per person. So because it's just me, I'm cooking one piece of spam. Now, but if it's more than one, then it's one piece of spam per person. Alright? Alright, cool. Got a piece of spam, like doorknob shape is, and this spam is lower sodium. Just ask for lower sodium spam and you'll find it. Or just go online and go on Instacart and type in lower sodium spam and you should see it. Alright. Alright, let me show you all what it looks like. Looks like this right here. 25% less spam. I mean, 25% less sodium. Apologize for that. Alright. Now I couldn't decide. I was like, do I want chili? Or do I want fried rice? Or do I want fried rice and chili? But it is what it is. And I was like, let's do some fried rice. Alright. Just about look how it is. Look, yeah, that's like how you want. That's how you kind of want the spam to look. All right, like that right there. Cool. Now I'm gonna go ahead and put it in the spam after I remove the skillet. Now, me, I'm gonna use butter. And I'm using butter because I just like butter when it comes to spam. I tried using oil, but the oil seems to be too fatty and it doesn't meld well with the spam. Alright, cool. I cut a tablespoon of butter and I cut it in half. That's what I ended up with. And so I'm going to use that. Alright. So next, I'm gonna let that go ahead and start to melt. I got like a tablespoon, and I want to take the butter, put it right in the middle. I like for it to melt out, because what it does, it kind of covers the whole skillet. So take it, let it melt from the middle out as much as possible. Now while that's doing that, we'll go ahead and throw in the Spam. I guess it's gonna end up being about a 1/4 cup of diced Spam, okay? Not cooked. Next, what I want to do is go ahead and add, well, not add, but I need an egg, because what's fried rice without an egg? Now, you don't have to add an egg, but I am. Now, what I'm going to do is put all the Spam in the middle like a big island, because what I want to happen is I want everything to cook. I want the Spam to get nice and crispy, and like kind of crackly on one side, and brown, golden brown and goodness. And that's just the best way to do that. Alright? And I got a bottle of water here. And I tell you what I'm gonna use that for in a second. So let that go. Alright. Now, basically the bottled water is so that I can put into the rice, so it can kind of break up all the rice granules and everything kind of mix in, because cold rice can be kind of clumpy. Kind of want to break that up, but you don't have to use water. If you would like more seasoning, but I don't really, you can use stuff like stock or broth. But me, a few splashes of water, good enough. You know, not no salt on my bag. Large egg. All right, cool. An egg. Now, how I'm gonna do this? I'm gonna do the water is put it in the egg, because I'm gonna put the egg inside the rice. So I'm gonna go ahead and add the water. You can use whatever kind of water you want, tap water, bottled water. But me, I do 2 splashes of cold water. This is tap water. I do not season the egg. Because everything else should be okay and seasoned, but if it's not, you can season the egg. I'm gonna go ahead and get ready to season my meat. It's important to season meat. Beat the meat. Stir the meat. Stir the meat. Okay. turn the meat. I don't know. Anyway, so a little bit of black pepper. Maybe it's like a quarter teaspoon or so. Now, leave it on the stove. I know I kind of have a tendency to take it out, but leave it on the stove when you put black pepper on it, because if you don't, it will expand, and you don't want the meat to expand. Trust me, this happened to me one time, and the fried rice didn't turn out right because the meat was. The fried rice didn't turn out right because the meat was all kind of thick and. So. Now, what I want to do is spread out the Spam, okay? And what's happening is I want to cook slightly a little bit more. Think about cooking the Spam like you would a steak. You probably like a steak a medium rare or medium, but I want to go further because I want it like well done. And I like it well done because this is going into fried rice. However, if you just want to cook Spam, of course, it'd be medium rare. So if you want to practice cooking steak, a good thing to do would be to practice cooking use Spam, because Spam is kind of like steak, and so you can practice seasoning it and sauteing it up and stuff like that. So that's just like a quick tip for you. And I kind of did that, you know. I did that once or twice before. So it is what it is. Alright. Cool. Now don't let it go too far, because it won't taste right. It'll just taste like a skillet. And so we get to a point in time where I'm going to go ahead and add the rice. I got about 2 cups here of pre-cooked rice. And this is a mixture of brown rice and yellow rice. And I hear the pan crackling like this, so I know, I'm thinking to myself, okay, I need to add a splash of water, a heavy splash. Yeah. All right. Now, I'm doing it because I want the fluffiness. I want to kind of reconstitute. Have you ever did like dried vegetables or maybe dried mushrooms or something like that? This vegetable is happening. I have to reconstitute the rice. The rice is kind of dry, and so what I want to do is kind of make it nice and fluffy and light again. So that's what the water is doing. So like I said, you can use any kind of liquid you would like, or if you are a liquor kind of person, you can use liquor, like white wine, or maybe if you're a male, you can use beer. It kind of depends on what you like as a person, like who you are, what your personality is. All right, now I want to go ahead and get this a quick taste. Make sure we are ready. Now I'm not tasting for seasoning. I'm tasting for readiness. To make sure everything is incorporated and ready. Mmm. Good. Alabama. Mito Seco. Shut. Now, throw in my egg. Now you have to have this kind of high heat because, let me tell you, I had this on low heat once before and it kind of ended up gummy and kind of loose and cheesy. So you want this on kind of high heat because the egg has to cook. Now if you don't want the egg to cook, you don't have to. But me, you know, I'm gonna let it cook. Alright. All I'm gonna do is go ahead, put the top over it. 1, 2, turn it off. But I jacked the heat just about all the way up, almost to it couldn't go anymore, and turn it off. And so basically everything is cooking and kind of smoldering together and getting to know each other. Simple dish, good dish. If you can cook hash browns, you can cook this dish. Now, I'm gonna go ahead. That's what I used to heat with. 2, 3, now. Everything looks good. Although I'm not seeing too much black pepper. But I add this, what I'm gonna do is add a little cumin. Now cumin is like a nice warm spice. So it's not salt, it's not pepper, it's kind of like in the middle, so it's cumin. That's just my opinion. But cumin, coriander, stuff like that, that's the same kind of ordeal. Alright. Alright, okay. Now you can serve this with a nice glass of white wine or Gatorade. Cool. Let's go. Let's see how it tastes. Flavor bombed. Root. So you got salt, you got pepper, you got the good grainy riceness, and you got even got a little sweetness at the end when it comes to the egg. So good stuff. Hope y'all make this before I end this. Just want to say shout out to Sam the cooking guy. Keep doing what you're doing and rock out. Yeah, let's go.